Can you tell me your name?
My name is Donald Wilmarth.
Okay, and Donald, how old are you?
I'm 76 years old.
Okay, and Donald, what condition were you being treated for at the clinic there?
COPD, which came upon me really in the last 3 years or so.
So before you went to the clinic, this particular clinic, what were you doing to treat your COPD before then?
Well, I was dealing with a pulmonologist, and I was also dealing with a cardiologist. And first thoughts were that I had a bad aortic valve, and I went through a lot of treatments and to prove that the valve was okay and that it was some other problem. And
what made you decide to go to get adult stem cell treatment?
I was led to believe that I had a chronic problem that wasn't going to get any better, and Virginia read about stem cells, and I decided that that was my best hope to get rid of this condition that I have and get back to a normal life.
So when you were being treated before the adult stem cell stuff, what was happening exactly? Like, how were you feeling?
I was feeling lousy. I don't know that the fluid that developed inside, it developed over a period of time. And all the while I'm going for treatments, I'm back and forth between different doctors, and nobody's curing me. It's just getting worse all the time. So that's when I decided that the stem cell made a lot of sense. It was my own stem cells that we were going to use, not some embryonic or somebody else's, but it was my own, and it made sense when they told me what it was supposed to do for me.
Okay. Did they have you do other things besides the adult stem cell treatment to help you?
Yes, I'm still doing them. I use a nebulizer treatment every day. Now I'm doing it like 4 days a week with 2 different additives which I put in. And I take stem cell enhancers and other things that are supposed to help me boost my condition.
How was the staff at teaching you the stuff you needed to know to do the nebulizer and the stuff at home?
They were very informative. They told me, showed me what to do, told me how to do it, and helped me obtain the prescriptions that I needed. They were very helpful to me.
Can I ask, how are the other medical professionals? Were people supporting your decision to use adult stem cells?
I mentioned to the pulmonologist and to my general practitioner or internist that I was doing it. The pulmonologist, to my surprise, said, go for it. But they didn't seem to be too interested in the results of anything that happened.
So can you tell me, after you had the treatment, how long ago was the treatment?
The treatment was last May, mid-May, and it's probably just 6 months right now. And after I had the treatment, the pulmonologist finally prescribed some therapy for me. And I was going to the hospital 3 days a week to ride the exercise bikes and lift weights and do things like that. But that was just for 6 weeks, and then it was over.
So how, after you had the adult stem cell treatment and the nebulizers from this specific program, how are things different? What's happened?
I'm much better. You see, I'm sitting here without oxygen. Before I went for the stem cells, I probably couldn't walk to the front door without being out of breath. I needed oxygen all the time. Now I can sit around without it. I still need it if I'm exercising, if I'm doing something a little strenuous, I still need the oxygen. But I'm so much better now since I had that treatment, just sitting around, which was why I called them about a month ago and asked maybe I should have a second treatment, which I'm...
How do you feel about the medical staff there, the doctor that worked with you? What's your question? How do you feel about them?
I have a lot of confidence in them. I think they're the only ones who are probably going to, if I'm going to get cured of this situation I have, I think they're probably the only ones that are going to be able to help me. Wait.
So what happens if you work on this and you think about your emotions before the treatment and after the treatment? What do you think is emotionally different now?
Well, I have hope now. I have hope that I can get cured of my problem. I think, and if I can, I mean, I want to play golf again. You know, I want to do the things that I used to do. And I think I'm working towards that.
So, do you think that hope is based on just your attitude, or do you have physical feelings?
No, I feel better.
Uh-huh.
I feel a lot better than I did physically and mentally since I've had that treatment.
Mm-hmm. What would you tell anyone else who's considering going through this procedure?
I would recommend it to them. I would, there's nothing in that procedure, in my mind, that can hurt me. It can only help me.
Was any part of having the treatment scary?
No.
Has anyone who knows you commented on your condition before or after the treatment?
Yeah, well, I have brothers who have. I have a brother who has a similar condition, and he's looking forward to coming down here and getting this kind of treatment. But every time I talk to him on the phone, he marvels at how better I sound than I did a year ago.
So one of the things that I can see is that there's a lot of emotions of relief, it looks like, as I look at you, that there's some enthusiasm and some real emotional relief, where you have the ability to look forward,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm really impressed with your attitude, and I just wanted to ask you, how are you keeping your attitude and your motivation up as you go through this?
Well, like I say, there are things I want to do that I used to do, and this is the answer for me.
I appreciate it. Thank you very much for talking with us. And